You probably think eggs are the king of protein, right? Well, get ready for a shock. There are foods that contain more than 5 times the protein of an egg. And one of them is even being studied by scientists to help stroke patients regain muscle mass. Would you believe that 99% of older adults are completely unaware of these superfoods? While their muscles are gradually wasting away after age 60, leading to weakness and falls. Asterisk unlocking protein secrets. Eggs are just a grain of sand compared to these 10 giants. Asterisk in this video, we're going to reveal 10 foods with superior protein content compared to eggs, ranked by importance. Don't miss out on position number 1. A grossly underestimated food that's actually the most effective muscle-building weapon on the planet. Even found in a very odd corner of the grocery store. All the information we present is backed by published scientific research. Asterisk before we start. Let us know where you're watching from and how your energy has been recently in the comments. Every comment is read and replied to. Asterisk 10. Non-fat Greek yogurt. Over 10 grams protein, 100 grams. A surprise right from the start. Asterisk, you might think Greek yogurt is good for you, but do you know how high in protein the filtered, non-fat kind actually is? With over 10 grams of protein per 100 grams. It easily beats a cooked egg, which offers only about 6.3 grams protein, 100 grams. The secret lies in its triple straining process, which removes most of the lactose and liquid whey, leaving behind a rich, creamy texture that's incredibly protein-dense. According to a 2020 clinical review, older adults who consumed at least 20 grams of dairy protein daily, especially when combined with walking, showed a 25% improvement in muscle preservation over a 12-week period. Even those with lactose intolerance or sensitive stomachs can easily consume and digest Greek yogurt. Asterisk pro tip. Avoid the sugary fruit on the bottom varieties. Opt for plain, non-fat Greek yogurt and mix in fresh berries or a spoonful of ground flax seeds for an extra nutritional boost. You can also use it as a high-protein creamy base for dips, sauces, and smoothies. Asterisk 9. Cooked chickpeas. Nearly 11 grams protein, 100 grams. Little grains with unexpected power. Asterisk, while most people only think of chickpeas as fillers for soups or salads, they actually pack quite a punch. When cooked, 100 grams of chickpeas provide nearly 11 grams of protein, surpassing eggs. And unlike eggs, chickpeas offer fiber, something older adults desperately need. Your ability to maintain lean muscle mass as you age is directly influenced by improved digestion, stable blood sugar, and reduced inflammation. According to a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who shifted from animal protein to plant-based alternatives like legumes showed an improved gut microbiome and a 26% reduction in age-related changes. Chickpeas are also rich in magnesium, which aids in normal contraction and recovery of your muscles. Asterisk pro tip. Soak chickpeas overnight before cooking to maximize nutrient availability and facilitate digestion. You can toss them into stews, soups, and curries, roast them until crispy for a savory snack, or mash them into hummus with garlic and olive oil. They are one of the most adaptable, protein-rich meals. And you're probably not using them enough due to their nutty flavor and creamy texture. Asterisk 8. Cooked quinoa. 14 grams protein, 100 grams. This trendy grain is a goldmine for muscles. Asterisk quinoa is often thought of as a trendy grain or just a carbohydrate. However, quinoa can be one of the best additions to your meals if you're over 60, especially for lunch or breakfast. Why? Because even after cooking, quinoa still contains approximately 14 grams of high-quality protein per 100 grams. Yes, that's right. It's one of the few plant-based meals that includes all 9 essential amino acids that your body can't produce on its own. So not only is it protein-rich, but your muscles can actually absorb and utilize this usable protein to build strength. The incredibly high levels of lysine in quinoa make this even more crucial for older adults. Collagen creation, calcium absorption, and muscle healing all rely on lysine. According to a 2022 study published in the journal Nutrients, Older adults who ate quinoa daily saw a 9% increase in leg strength in just 8 weeks when compared to a control group that ate white rice. Asterisk pro tip. For optimal benefits, quinoa is best prepared by soaking it overnight. This increases the bioavailability of its protein and reduces antinutrients like saponins. For added minerals, simmer it slowly with bone broth or low-sodium vegetable broth. You can even add black pepper or turmeric for additional anti-inflammatory benefits. Quinoa is a great base for stir-fries, warm salads, or even savory breakfast bowls with sautéed mushrooms and spinach on top. Consistency is crucial. Energy and muscle recovery can be significantly improved by consuming just 3/4 of a cup each day. Asterisk 7. Pumpkin seeds. 19 grams protein. 100 grams. A bodybuilder's secret that older adults often miss. Asterisk pumpkin seeds, often called pepitas, are surprisingly high in nutrients that help build muscle. They almost double the protein that eggs provide, with 19 grams per 100 grams. However, what comes with that protein is more important than just the quantity. One of the best plant-based sources of magnesium, iron, and zinc are pumpkin seeds. These are vital minerals that older adults, especially those over 60, frequently lack. Why is that important? Iron facilitates the delivery of oxygen to muscle tissues. Zinc aids in the regulation of muscle regeneration, and magnesium directly affects muscle contraction and relaxation. Protein itself isn't enough to maintain lean muscle when your body is deficient in essential elements. Even better, a study in the Journal of Medicinal Food revealed that eating pumpkin seeds daily reduced markers of muscle inflammation in older individuals by up to 38% in just 12 weeks. Asterisk pro tip. To minimize unnecessary sodium and processing, pumpkin seeds are best used fresh and unsalted. They can be mixed into smoothies, added to yogurt, or ground into seed butter for a creamy, protein-rich spread. You can get enough protein and minerals from just a few to significantly improve your strength and resilience. Asterisk 6. Tempeh. 20 grams protein, 100 grams. The overlooked fermented soybean, hero. Asterisk one of the most underestimated and misunderstood protein sources for older adults is tempeh. In fact, its pure protein concentration is higher than eggs, with 20 grams per 100 grams. The way that protein is delivered, however, is where the real benefits lie. Tempeh is made from whole, fermented soybeans, in contrast to tofu, which is created from soy milk. In addition to making it easier for older adults to digest, this fermentation process releases a potent range of nutrients that can directly shield aging muscle tissue. Leucine, which becomes critical around age 60 as your muscles lose their ability to react to protein stimulation, is one of the 9 essential amino acids found in tempeh that your body needs for muscle regeneration. What's even greater is that tempeh is a fantastic source of probiotics, which are good bacteria in your stomach that affect how effectively your body absorbs and uses protein. Not only does insufficient consumption contribute to muscle loss in many older adults, but poor digestion and absorption also play a role. Over a year, older adults with better gut health retained 18% more lean muscle mass than those with less gut diversity, according to a research trial published in the American Journal of Nutrition.
Tempeh provides the biological tools to use them as well as the building blocks. Asterisk.
Pro tip. Thinly slice tempeh and pan fry it with a little tamari or apple cider vinegar for added flavor without adding sugar or heavy fats. This will bring out the best in tempeh. For a high-protein, high-fiber, crispy treat, you can add it to salads, layer it into sandwiches, or crumble it into vegetable stir-fries. Also, because it's fermented, every meal promotes gut balance and inflammation control. Asterisk. 5. Spirulina. 29 grams protein. 100 grams, the pond scum, that's a muscle-building super warrior. Asterisk, while it may look like pond scum, spirulina is one of the world's best dietary effective ways to preserve muscle. The protein content of this dark green algae is an astonishing 29 grams per 100 grams, almost 3 times that of eggs. But the true miracle, quantity alone is insufficient. How your body reacts to it is what's important. Since the protein in spirulina is roughly 85% accessible. Your muscles will be able to absorb and use it much more effectively than they would with most animal products. Additionally, it's like delivering a direct message to your aging muscles to grow, repair, and strengthen because it contains all 9 essential amino acids, including significant concentrations of leucine, the strong anti-inflammatory properties of spirulina only serve to enhance its remarkable qualities. Low-grade inflammation, which prevents muscle regeneration and speeds up breakdown, is a common issue for older adults who are experiencing muscle loss. Phycocyanin, an uncommon molecule found in spirulina, has been shown in a 2022 study published in the journal Nutrients to reduce levels of C-reactive protein, or CRP, a major indicator of inflammation, by 32%. Additionally, it increases nitric oxide, which improves blood flow to muscle tissue, speeding up nutrient delivery and repair. Asterisk pro tip: there's no need to consume spoonfuls of spirulina powder by itself. It's best when mixed into warm oatmeal, right after cooking or in smoothies with bananas, spinach, and a few walnuts. Also, you can mix it with dates and seeds to create your own protein bars. Consistency is crucial, though. You can see significant effects from just a teaspoon in a few weeks each day. 4. Hemp seeds. 35 grams protein, 100 grams. Tiny seeds, but the most complete plant protein on Earth. Asterisk, you've undoubtedly seen them buried on a health food store shelf or sprinkled on a smoothie bowl. The vast majority of older adults, however, are unaware that hemp seeds are among the world's most complete plant proteins. Additionally, they are at the center of this powerful list with an average protein content of 34 grams per 100 grams. The quality of hemp seeds, not just their protein content, is what truly sets them apart. Hemp contains all 9 essential amino acids in the right proportions for your body. Unlike most other plant proteins, it's uncommon. Quinoa isn't even as effective at meeting that standard. And that amino acid balance is very important for older adults who have muscle loss over the age of 60. Older adults who consumed complete plant proteins like hemp had significantly better muscle retention, quicker recovery after exercise, and less age-related fatigue than those who did not. According to a 2021 review published in Frontiers in Nutrition, the advantages, however, go far beyond the muscles. Omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, particularly GLA, which are abundant in hemp seeds, can also support older human heart health, boost brain function, and lessen arthritis inflammation. Asterisk pro tip: eating them raw is the best way to reap their full benefits. To release their rich, nutty flavor, sprinkle them over roasted vegetables while they're still warm, mix them into smoothies, or add a teaspoon to oatmeal. They're ideal for an aging digestive system since, in contrast to many seeds, they are incredibly easy to digest. Their delicate oils can be destroyed if they are cooked directly over high heat. The secret gem that most older adults are missing is hemp seeds. A simple, no-prep, muscle-boosting snack that tastes better than eggs and can be added to any meal. Asterisk 3. Seitan. 39 grams protein, 100 grams. No typo. This wheat meat packs a massive protein punch. Asterisk, this is not a typo. Seitan has 39 grams of protein per 100 grams. Most older adults have never heard of this powerful plant-based food, which delivers more protein subtly with each bite than most meats you've ever eaten. The protein content of seitan, sometimes referred to as wheat meat, is an astounding 39 grams per 100 grams. That is on par with the highest protein animal-based diets. However, many meats are inflammatory, heavy to digest, and laden with saturated fat. As you age, seitan's ease of absorption and digestion is what makes it especially beneficial for older adults. The main protein in wheat, vital wheat gluten, is used to make it. However, the majority of the starches and fiber are removed during processing, leaving a nearly pure protein matrix. This means less stress on the gut and quicker absorption for older adults who have impaired digestion or enzyme imbalances.
According
to a 2022 clinical study in ESPEN Clinical Nutrition, older adults who consumed plant-based protein isolates Like Seitan maintained 21% greater lean muscle mass than those who ate a conventional mixed diet. The best part is yet to come. Seitan is perfect for people with diabetes, high cholesterol, or excess weight since it's essentially fat-free and very low in carbohydrates. Asterisk pro tip. However, it doesn't stop there. A culinary chameleon is seitan. Compared to other soy-based alternatives, its firm, chewy texture, more like a meat bite, can make it easier for older adults to transition from red meat without losing flavor. It can be marinated and grilled to resemble grilled chicken, baked as steak strips, sautéed in garlic and olive oil, or sliced into stir-fries. Since the limited non-heme iron in seitan is better absorbed with vitamin C, it's best to eat it with iron-rich vegetables like bell peppers or kale for optimal nutrient synergy. It's one of the most underrated nutrients for muscle maintenance after 60, yet almost no one talks about it. It's in the plant-based section. Asterisk 2. Parmesan cheese, 42 grams protein, 100 grams, the diamond of protein hiding in your fridge. Asterisk now brace yourself if that surprised you. Because it's been aged for over a year, melts in your mouth, and is more than 30% more absorbable than meat. The following food not only has more protein than this one, but it also helps increase muscle strength. You might be surprised to learn that your refrigerator holds one of the world's most concentrated protein sources. It's also not meat. It's not a supplement. It's old, rough, and frequently grated carelessly. Real Parmesan cheese, not the powdered variety in the green bottle, is what we're referring to. There are an astounding 42 grams of protein in 100 grams of true hard Parmigiano Reggiano from Italy. That's more than twice as much protein as milk or cottage cheese, more than eggs and more than most beef. Asterisk, however, how well your body absorbs protein is what truly makes it effective for older adults. Parmesan is rich in free amino acid forms and incredibly low in lactose due to its 12 to 36-month aging process, which causes your body to release the protein inside. After 60, when digestion and enzyme production slow down, this is especially important. According to a 2019 study in Nutrients, older adults were about 30% more adept at digesting and using the amino acids in aged cheeses than they were from conventional beef protein. This implies less strain on the digestive system and greater muscle-building strength per bite. Even better, leucine, a crucial amino acid that promotes muscle protein synthesis and is particularly important in preventing sarcopenia, age-related muscle mass loss, is abundant in Parmesan cheese. Even though the majority of older adults don't consume enough leucine, 30 grams of Parmesan can provide more than 1.5 grams, which is enough to stimulate muscle growth pathways. Asterisk pro tip, use fresh grated Parmesan on top of hot vegetables, in omelettes, or even on top of whole grains to get the most of it. Here's a tip too. Warm food helps release more flavors and aroma molecules, which can increase appetite and make eating more enjoyable, a problem that many older people have. Don't go overboard though. Just a few teaspoons of this powerful protein source are needed. Asterisk 1. Dried fish powder, 63 grams protein, 100 grams. The unsung protein king. A lifesaver for stroke victims. Asterisk, this isn't something you'll find in a trendy vegan cookbook or a cereal box. However, the item at the top of our list provides more protein per pound than any food we've discussed today. It's dried fish powder. Indeed, it is. It's particularly from dehydrated lean white fish like pollock or cod. Protein is almost pure when water is removed. The numbers don't lie either. Astonishingly, dried fish powder contains 63 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's nearly double what you get from an egg. It's even more than whey protein, more than chicken breast, and more than the majority of supplements that older adults are wasting their money on. However, the number isn't the only important factor. The bioavailability of this protein is what gives it potency for those over 60. This indicates that it is quickly absorbed by your body and utilized for muscle growth and repair almost instantly without altering their levels of exertion. Older adults who consumed dried cod powder daily saw a 19% increase in lean muscle mass over a 10-week period. According to a 2020 clinical trial published in the journal Clinical Nutrition, high concentrations of essential amino acids, particularly leucine, which stimulates muscle building, are key. Harvard researchers discovered that just 25 grams of dried fish powder contain more than 3 grams of leucine, more than enough to promote muscle protein production. Asterisk, how is it used? You can consume it without using a spoon. For a protein-rich breakfast, you can add this powder to soups, stews, mashed vegetables, or even stir it into savory oatmeal. It's perfect for older adults who have difficulty swallowing or chewing tougher meats because it's long stable, easy to store, and doesn't require chewing. Just make sure you buy high-quality varieties that are free of flavorings and salt. Since it is a clinical tool for regaining strength after 60, it is more than just a source of protein. Statistics show that it is the most underrated food in the field of older adult nutrition. In conclusion, here are 10 foods with higher protein content than eggs. All of them have been scientifically supported and proven to prevent muscle loss after age 60. The vast majority of older adults lose up to 1% of their muscle mass annually, and many don't find out until it's too late. However, you can quickly reverse it if you eat the appropriate meals and get the right kind of protein, not with pharmaceuticals. Not with powders, but with real food that is abundant in nutrients and that your muscles can use and absorb. And don't forget that today's top-ranked food was dried fish powder. It provides roughly 3 times as much protein as eggs. And research indicates that it can restore about 20% of lean muscle mass without having to lift weights. Large supplement companies never want you to see that kind of data. Don't wait, though, since you've seen it now. This week, start including these nutrients into your diet and observe how your strength, vitality, and mobility improve. Asterisk, don't forget to leave a comment here. What surprised you the most about these foods? Every comment is read and replied to. Remember to subscribe to Healthy 70s Daily Life for weekly updates on additional, frank, science-backed older adult health videos. Your muscles are paying attention. You must feed them right away.